I would like to take the time to clarify a few things. I'm getting many comments like the one above of people saying that I provoked that man during the flight.
All right, you guys. So this next story comes from the so-called friendly skies. On a flight headed to Miami, Florida the other day, there was a man who says he was taunted and then choked by a stranger that was sitting behind him on a Frontier Airlines flight. And now he's speaking out about his ordeal. He said this whole experience has changed everything in his life overnight. So, from what we know, the fight between him and the passenger was caught on video from multiple angles by different passengers. There were several edited clips that had made headline news. But this young man, his name is Keanu Evans, he said the initial reporting has been misleading. And despite the police stating the attack was unprovoked, he is still facing an onslaught of inappropriate comments on his social media pages. So let's take a listen to what he had to say about what happened.
I would like to take the time to clarify a few things. I'm getting many comments like the one above of people saying that I provoked that man during the flight. First thing first, Good Morning America, ABC News, they have the narrative wrong. That's not the truth. They didn't take the time to ask any witnesses who were close by and actually witnessed the real thing, what happened. They interviewed the two girls who were at the front of the flight who videotaped what happened from a distance, whose video went viral. They interviewed them. They didn't even see what happened. All they saw was the aftermath. They seen and heard commotion going on in the back, and then they start recording their phone after we're fighting. And you guys want to go with that narrative? I've been getting a lot of hate speech. I've been getting a lot of negative comments, but I'm also getting an overwhelming amount of support. And for everybody who does support and is taking the time to go down the rabbit hole and find the truth, thank you. ABC, Good Morning America, I wish you guys would reach out and actually get the true story. There's plenty of witnesses who were around me in the vicinity, and they posted their own testimony to social media, and it aligns with the story that I told WSVN and what happened. I was the one who got out of my seat and went to the restroom. I was the one who told the flight attendants about the disturbed man who was sitting behind me, because I was in the front seat and he was in the back seat. And I informed them that this man is giving me threats and he's saying things to me. Before I even got up out of my seat, I had my headphones on. I'm listening to music. I'm looking outside of the window, admiring the sunset, and I hear somebody faintly laughing behind me. I can't hear it that loud because my headphones are on, but he was laughing that loud that I could hear him faintly in my headphones. I thought it was just a normal person watching a movie on their phone, some kind of funny movie, and I paid it no mind. But the two young women who were sitting next to me, they kept breaking their neck to look back to see what he was laughing at and what was wrong with the guy. And after they multiple times kept looking back, it made me a little worried. So I took my headphones off and I looked at them, and they looked at me with concern about the person behind me. I turn around and I ask the guy, "Are you good?" And he starts doing that villainous laugh again. Ha 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 ha. You're nothing but a weak man, a mortal man, a puny man. Like, he's saying things like that to me. Nobody else. To me. I didn't even know this guy was behind me the entire flight. I just start laughing about it because I think it's funny. I'm like, what's wrong with this crazy guy? Why is he talking to me like that? I just get up. I'm like, I go to the restroom and the flight attendants are right there. So I say, "Hey guys, there's a disturbed, deranged man behind me. He's giving me things like death threats and stuff like that. I'm just letting you know that, if he puts his hands on me, like, I'm gonna defend myself." I tell them that. They're like, "It's okay. We basically already know about what's going on." They let me know that they were aware of him. And they told me to go back to my seat and press the button if he continues. So I do just that. I walk back to my seat. As I'm sliding back through the aisle to get to 18F, which is where I was sitting, he's jawing off at me again. "Oh, you weak man. You go to the restroom and you're looking at yourself in the mirror because you're just a weak man. If you challenge me, it will lead to your death and your destruction." He's saying evil things like this to me. And as soon as he started jawing off again, I just get up, I press the button, and I turn around and I question him. I said, yo, what's your problem? You know, I'm not with any of that demonic stuff that you have going on. And he gets up immediately. He puts his forehead on my forehead, face to face, and he grabs me with both of his hands and he starts to choke me. You guys are saying things, oh, if you're a man of God, why didn't you use your words? Why didn't you rebuke him? What would you do if you were in a confined space on an aircraft and another stranger you don't know stands up and starts to choke you? I defended myself. I did what any rational person would do.
Okay, so we heard what he had to say, but a lot of people are stating that Mr. Keanu should not have said anything to the passenger, just report it to the flight attendants and let them take it from there. But Ishan Sharma is the man who got beat up. He's a 21-year-old young man from New Jersey. He was arrested and charged with battery. He is now facing a $500 bond according to the jail records. And he also suffered a black eye, as we can see, and multiple cuts to his face. So as the saying goes, as people say, you reap what you sow. But Keanu Evans, he has expressed that he is genuinely concerned for Mr. Sharma's mental state. He said that I pray that man gets the help that he needs because that is not okay. So his story has gone viral. He's gotten about 6,000 to 7,000 comments on his videos, and with most of them supporting him. But like I said, some people stated that he should not have said anything to the passenger. But let me know your thoughts. Should he not have said, "Are you good?" when he turned around to him? Or should he have just allowed this man to laugh and let the flight attendants handle it? I always love to hear what you guys are thinking. Drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. And as always, thanks for watching.
Left Sharma with a cut above his left eyebrow and Evans with scratches on his face. Witnesses said Sharma appeared to smile and take selfies of his bloodied face after returning to his seat. Now, upon landing in Miami, sheriff's deputies boarded the aircraft and took Sharma into custody. He was first taken to Jackson West Hospital for treatment and then charged with 1 count of battery. Now, during his court appearance on Tuesday, Sharma's attorney claimed the incident began because Sharma was meditating and that Evans had taken issue with it.
My client is from a religion where he was meditating. Unfortunately, the passenger behind him did not like that.
The judge then set Sharma's bond at $500 and issued a stay-away order preventing any contact with Evans or his place of work or study.
Now, when does meditating include laughing really loud? Let me know your thoughts, you guys, in the comments below. Thanks for watching.